Hey YouTube world, I am back with another video today. I'm actually in my basement here in Chicago because it's about 5:30, 6 o'clock. All of the kids are outside. It's a gorgeous day in Chicago. So, of course, Q decides that she needs to protect the house and literally bark at everything. So, I'm in my basement today. I want to do a quick video of my entire Lululemon collection. I have always loved Lululemon ever since it came out and I was still like in high school or college, and I've always looked at girls who wore Lululemon, and I obviously did not have money to buy Lululemon, so I admired from afar. But the first time I ever laid my eyes on Lululemon bags was the bowler bags, where it's like all kinds of really fun colors, and it had like the massive Lululemon logo on there. And of course, I'll insert a couple photos for you to take a look at them. And of course, if you have any recollection and the feeling of nostalgia when you see those Lululemon bags, comment down below. Let me know. Make sure I'm not the only one that was looking at those kind of bags and wish I had one back in the day. And of course, I never made the plunge to buy it because I just didn't have the money to do so. But my love for Lululemon was strong. So, fast forwarding a couple years, I was able to attain a couple of different Lululemon bags, which I'll show you my collection, and then I'll show you the ones I let go and the different reasons why. Lululemon has come out with a lot of different styles that are actually improving over the years, and I really do love them for something that is very durable, pretty much indestructible if you think about it. And I love how Lululemon has really creative designs, and the functionality of all of these bags most of the time are really, really good, right? One thing I love about Lululemon is that they name each of their product, not just their bags, right? Their pants, their accessories, their clothing, they have a very specific name and they're all very unique. So if you're ever thinking about purchasing, certain items from them, you can look up their names. There's Lululemon or Lulu Fanatics. There's even a website that is dedicated to listing all of their products, and you can easily find them. So again, enough of my yibber-abbering. Let's just get right into it. So the first bag I want to go over is one of my favorites. This is the Now and Always tote in the 25 liter. So the larger size, and they did come out with a smaller size that it was kind of, if you look at the shape, right? It looks like the totes that you go home with anytime you make a Lululemon purchase, right? Obviously the print and everything is different, but the shape of it and the smaller one obviously looks even more so for your typical bag that you get every time you make a purchase. And the reason why I love this bag is that it is so functional. And I use this when I travel. So if I'm going on a trip somewhere and I have one of my nicer purses, I can easily put that in there, as well as like a neck pillow, my skincare or anything or your snacks. Gotta have snacks when you're on the airplane, right? You can literally toss anything and everything in there. Look at this open space, how big it is, right? And the interior, there's also a laptop compartment. So what is this? Oh, I have some sunscreen in here. But if you are looking to travel and you have a laptop with you, there's a specific compartment with a little buckle or a little enclosure so that you can keep your laptop secure. And then on the other hand, you have, I got sanitizing wipes here, but you've got a little pocket where items of importance, look at that. Isn't that so cute? Where you can put your passport, you can put your wallet in here, it's nicely zipped up. And then you also have two different pockets here where you can put chapstick and whatever. So there's lots of compartments in here. And then the rest of it is just going to be an open space where you can dump everything in here. And I've had this for a number of years, and I think I got this on sale for like $70 or $80. This nowadays would go over $120. So this one's on sale and I did purchase it. And then the zipper, look at this, super nice. Which I found was kind of weird because then there's still this massive hole, which obviously maybe you can put like a water bottle and have easy access, but there's still a pretty big opening even when this bag is zipped up. The backhand side, which is again one of my favorites, is that it has this opening where you can put over your carry-on, like the handles of your carry-on. This is so clutch when you are traveling and not have your bag just fall off, right? So they did actually design this bag for people who travel a lot. And this is just one of my favorites. The fabric here is going to be water resistant, and it feels like a cloth. But again, I've spilled water on this and it's no problem. It just kind of just slips right off. This portion of it, I think it's leather, but then it also could be pleather or vegan leather. I'm not 100% sure. Can't really tell, but I've used this for a number of years. The glazing is still like really nice and it looks like it's still brand new. So overall, I am very happy with this bag. Obviously, they don't sell this one anymore. So if you can find it on like Poshmark or the pre-loved market, highly encourage you to get this one. The second Lululemon bag that I have is going to be the belt bag. Obviously, I don't need to talk too much about this. I actually have this in 2 different colors, one in blue and one in this olivey color. And I also did an entire video on all of the different belt bags, ranging from a casual one like this all the way up to a fancy one from Senrev. So if you haven't checked out that video, definitely give that a look of all the different options when it comes to belt bags. But again, I don't need to talk too much about this, so I'm just going to put this over here. So the third bag I want to cover is my other Lululemon Go-Getter bag. So this one is another favorite of mine. I know most people use this one as their gym bag, but I use this one for travel as well, and I love the color. I did purchase this off of the outlet website or, back in the days. This thing is super old. Can't remember when I got it, maybe in like 2017, I want to say. So this is the older version of it. And I also did a video of packing with me when I went to Greece, and I took this bag and I took 2 different purses and I fit it in here as I'm traveling because I didn't want that to go into my check-in box, my check-in bag. I also didn't want to have it squished inside the carry-on that I had put this on top of. So another really great bag. This one is incredibly lightweight. Lots of compartments, same thing, kind of the same concept, right? You've got your laptop compartment, the open enclosure. There's a lot of zipped places here. And then you've got different pockets where you can, compartmentalize with different water bottles, chapstick, your wallet, whatever the case is. The thing with this one is that it does not have, this looks like, this pocket back here looks like it can go over your carry-on handles, but it's not. This is another pocket, which is also nice because you can put your cell phone in there and have easy access. So what I usually do is put the handles over the carry-on handles to keep it from falling off. Obviously, it's not as well designed as that one when it comes to traveling because that one's made specifically for traveling. This one's more of a gym bag, but it still works. And I love this one. I take it with me everywhere. I love it so much that I got a second one. I don't have that one here with me. I do have it back in Nashville, and it's like a dark raspberry color. So it's nice, a pop of color for you to travel with. These straps here, where you can put your yoga mat on top of your bag if you're carrying around like a gym bag. You can obviously use this for work, so it's pretty versatile. I know the Lululemon did come out with a new version of this, which I think is really pretty, but the shape is going to be much more circular. I don't know if I like that, but I would have to see it in person, so I'll insert a photo of that for you to check out, but that's another great option. But if you want to look for something that's a little bit cheap, if it's pre-owned, oh no, look at this. The stitching's coming apart. I've used this bag so much that I am actually not surprised, nor am I upset, but the glazing is cracking a little, but I'm sure I can get that sewn up pretty quickly, or just, super glue it. Overall, 100% recommend this bag. And the last thing I'll say about this one is that it did come with a pouch. I don't know what happened to it, for you to put your shoes in where if you're going to the gym, it's not your dirty shoes is not touching everything else in your bag, which I love. It matches the actual bag itself. It also came with like a pouch for your hair curler or your hair straightener, which is also amazing, right? They thought of everything. And it's a matching color as well. So that when you're going to the gym, you're bringing your own hair curler or hair straightener. And if it's too hot, you don't want it to like burn your clothes or burn your yoga mat or whatever it is, right? So I really love how they have the attention to detail when it comes to constructing a bag and then all of the accessories that come with it. So the last bag is not really a bag. I'm not sure what this one is called. If I Google it, I probably can find it. But this is more of a cosmetic pouch that can go inside one of your gym bags or your travel bags. And I love this one, but look at the zipper, right? So smooth. I don't know why I keep doing this, but this one does come with a, I don't know why this is so dirty, but this one comes with a extra pouch where you can put things that might leak. So I'm assuming this is waterproof. I never had an issue with that, but I do, again, the attention to detail and the accessories that come with the cosmetic pouch, right? The inside is just an open compartment, but there is one little zipper here where you can put, oh, I still have I'm finding all these random things in my purse. I wish it was money. Don't you like the feeling of finding random money in your purses? They're like, ooh, money. But no, not so much. This is just, silicone pad. You can definitely put earrings, or you could put little cards or, pills like Advil or whatever in here, and it's just another compartment. And then also what's cool here, you can see it even tells you what you're supposed to do with this. This comes with little, what do you call these? Elastic bands where you can slip your actual brush in here to keep it organized. So I really do appreciate how Lululemon really takes time and effort into designing their bags and making them look really cute as well as very functional, right? So you zip it up and then you can also carry it like this. So I thought that was kind of cool. So technically, you only see 4 Lululemon bags here in front of you, but technically I do have 6 Lululemon bags altogether. So let's talk a little bit about what Lululemon bags I have let go over the years. The first one is going to be the Fast Track Duffel. So I bought this one, again, it was on an outlet price and it was on sale, so I was just like, okay, bye. But I ended up not working out. I used it maybe once, maybe twice to go to the gym when I was still going into the office. The bag itself was nice, but it was like a rectangular shape. It looked like a loaf, right? The opening of it wasn't great. And when I've had this bag for such a long time, and the ease of getting in and out of the bag was just so much better than the actual duffel, that I decided to let that go. Not much to talk about that, but when you only need so many duffels, and if one works, right? Why have multiple duffels? And it was pretty, but it wasn't like super unique. It looked like any traditional duffel out there. So I kind of just like, I'm over this. And I sold it on Poshmark. Second bag I got was the Ying Time bag. And I actually really like this bag. I've been looking around on Poshmark for a while and I got a really good deal on it. So I purchased it, but then again, I got bored of it pretty quickly. It was a black bag, which, how I feel about black bags. The material on the outside, I think, was plastic. It's not leather. And it felt like the texture felt like it was a Saffiano leather. So overall, it was really pretty. It didn't fit as much as the go-getter bag, which is turned into like a purse, and it was too big to be a purse but too small to be like a gym bag. So it's kind of odd, and it did come with like the top handles, and then it also came with a shoulder strap. So it was just kind of odd. It looked really pretty, but then after using it a couple times, I was like, okay, whatever. I'm over this bag as well. So I sold that one too. The crossbody I got from Lululemon was the festive bag. So it was a very quirky color. It actually was a blue that was very hard to match with the rest of my outfits. It worked. It was a very lightweight bag. And I know that Lululemon actually brought back the festival bag in a updated design. So I'm curious to take a look at that next time I go to a store. I might check it out. But this one, I used it to, again, what it was designed for, right? To go to festivals. It worked just fine. It's one I literally threw around. I got a pretty bad stain on it, which really upset me and kind of didn't want to wear it anymore. So I sold that one off of Poshmark for like super cheap. That's the one thing I didn't like about that bag and that fabric. It did stain pretty easily. Like if you look at this kind of material, I don't think this is going to stain very easily. Same thing with this one. Whereas that one felt more fabricy, which is why I think the stain was kind of stuck around and I couldn't get it off. The other bag that I mentioned briefly earlier was the Now and Always tote in the smaller version, where it looks like one of those bags you take home with you for any purchase. I bought that one based on impulse. Totally shouldn't have done it, but I was like, okay, whatever. I just bought both of them. I ended up liking the big one. I let go of the small one because it was just kind of odd, right? You're having a tote with that looks like a grocery bag. The functionality was fine. It was just a little too long for a crossbody, and then it did come with that strap, right? So I didn't even use it. It was brand new. I tested it out and I was like, it's okay. I don't want to be wearing it's like one of those people back in the day when Lululemon bags were all the rage. I mean, it kind of is still, but they hand them out like candy nowadays. But you like turn the actual giveaway bag into an actual bag to use on a daily basis, which is kind of bizarre to me. And that's what I felt like when I was wearing that Now and Always tote in the smaller size. So I decided to let that go as well. The last one I had was the All Hours belt bag. So that was purchased after I got my first everyday belt bag, which was like, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. And I thought it was a cool belt bag. But then when I received it, I was like looking at the pictures, and then there was like a bunch of different straps on there. I couldn't figure out how to use it. After like 30 minutes, I was like, all right, forget this. It's a brand new bag. I want to deal with this. So I listed it on Poshmark, and it sold like immediately. And the lady was like, oh, this is a gorgeous bag, and left me a comment saying, a rating and review and comment saying, yeah, it's a gorgeous bag. I just can't figure out how to use it. I was like, me too. That's why I sold it. Before I wrap things up here, I do want to go over a bag or two that I'm eyeballing on the Lululemon website. Hopefully, so far, you're enjoying my content. Thank you for those who are currently subscribed already. I'm trying to make content that's a little bit different from all of the different YouTubers out there, hitting on different topics that nobody talks about, especially when it comes to pricing, right? We all would like to know, how much did you get this bag for? If you got it on a discount, how can I get it on a discount, right? So I really do appreciate all of those who are subscribed. It is kind of a journey, right? I thought it would be much easier. Clearly it is not. I would love to hit 1,000 subscribers within a year, if that's even possible. So it would really help me out if you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything. And hopefully that allows me to go ahead and continue making really good, relevant content for you. So anyways, going down to the bags that I have my eye on is the Lululemon pleated shoulder bag. I hesitated and I blinked and it all got sold out. So I kind of wish I jumped on that, and I did set myself a notification for that when it comes back in stock, hopefully in more colors, for me to purchase it, right? It comes in a black and it comes in a gray. The reason why I hesitated was that, again, you know how I feel about black bags. I already have a black Lululemon bag and I love it, but for more of a going out bag, so to speak, I didn't really want a black bag. Then I saw the gray one, which I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to get the gray one. But then I look at the straps, like, why is it black? Why can't you just make it all of the same color? So I kind of just like, I'm torn. I really want to try this bag out. One, it was black, and two, it was a hobo bag, and I'm not a super big fan of hobo bags, but knowing what I know about Lululemon's like zipper, I don't think it would bother me that much to have a hobo bag and for me to access it, when I need stuff and That's usually the biggest gripe I have about hobo bags, is that the zipper is like impossible to open and close. But again, you see how this smooth this is, as well as like the Lululemon belt bag. So I had like a much more confidence in purchasing a hobo bag from Lululemon and just have a really, go out bag, etc. Right? So we'll see if they come out with other colors. Then I definitely would jump on that ship, that bandwagon of getting a hobo bag from Lululemon. So I hope this was helpful, and I'm really excited about my Lululemon duffel bags or travel bags. Mostly that's what I use it for, and I hope I showed you some features about it that you might want to go on Poshmark and find something similar and add this to your collection, because it's just a really functional bag. Like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. I want to cover topics that will help you adult easier. Life is hard. I want to help you save time and money so that you can live your best life, and hopefully less than retail. I'll see you next time.